President Trump in just a few hours will talk the, quote, renewal of the American dream, his peace and prosperity push in his first address in 5 years to Congress. Polls coming in, 538. Their polling shows President Trump has a solid 48.1% approval rating versus 47.8% disapprove. Let's bring in former presidential candidate, the founder of the PAC, Elder for America, the brilliant Larry Elder. Larry, it's great to see you. What do you expect What do you expect to see tonight from the president?
I expect the president to talk about what's happened the first month or so of his presidency. The borders are now secured. We were told for 4 years it takes congressional action to fix our broken immigration system, yada blah, et cetera. The man shut it down in about 40 days. He's going to talk about what he's doing to make our America energy independent. He's going to talk about the need for extending the Trump tax cuts. He's going to talk about the way forward to end this war between Ukraine and Russia. And despite what happened in the Oval Office the other day, it appears that Zelensky has gotten Jesus and is now talking about signing a minerals deal. So I think it's the most extraordinary first month of the presidency I've ever seen, and I've been watching politics since I was a little kid. It's absolutely astounding. Everybody talks about waste, fraud, and abuse. Bill Clinton talked about it. Barack Obama talked about it. Both Bushes talked about it. This man is actually doing something about it. It's extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. Firing entire bureaucracies, firing entire agencies, telling federal workers to write down 5 things that you've done last week. If you can't do it, you're out. This is absolutely earth-shattering stuff. I am blown away by what happened the first month.
You know what's also going on, Larry, to what you're saying, we've got a new poll out of Quinnipiac shows congressional Democrat approval plummeted to a record low 21%. They're literally in no man's land, in a political desert. More and more polls, Larry, show their finger-waggy, their faculty lounge teacher approach alienates Americans. It's seen as too judgmental, too beholden to the extremist far left. There's a big cultural disconnect to the working class from Democrats. They're doing a comeback retreat, they call it that, about their need to embrace now patriotism to win back working class voters. You think it's going to work?
No, and for the first time in a long time, Liz, more people are registered Republicans than registered Democrats. Donald Trump's agenda is widely popular. Mass deportation is popular. Securing the border is popular. Not having biological men compete against women in sports is about a 80% plus issue. The man is doing things that Americans like, and he has never been more popular, which means he's never been more powerful. He's never been more influential. It's absolutely extraordinary.
So we've got Democrat leader Hakeem Jeffries. Let's move on to this. He's getting mocked on social media. Hakeem Jeffries posted a video insisting, quote, the American people are with Democrats. He did it while he was standing all alone outside on Capitol Hill. Let's watch this.
The American people are with us all across the country. People are rising up to push back against the assault on the economy, the assault on hard-working families, the assault on our democracy, and the assault on Medicaid. We don't need paid protesters, bro. The American people are with us.
Are with us? Where were they? They're not in the video. I mean, so Larry, let's back up. How come Americans are not with Democrats? Let's back up. They can't read the room. Let's rephrase. So here's what's going on. You've been talking about it. They now want a $4.5 trillion tax hike, getting rid of the Trump tax cuts. That's going to hit working and middle class voters. They can't read the room. They pushed to shut down everybody's businesses during the pandemic. They pushed social justice riots and defund the police that destroyed those businesses and properties. Biden did a smothering pillow of mandates like going all electric as he blew out spending that DOJ is finding massive corruption and waste in, blowing out unaccountable spending on climate change, the border, that went to a lot of his NGO nonprofits run by fellow Democrats. And now they want everyone to pay higher taxes for that, Larry.
Well, that's exactly why they lost. You outlined exactly why they lost. That Harvard-Harris poll everybody's citing looked at 10 or 11 policies of Donald Trump. The only one that was not above majority was renaming the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America. Even on climate change, the demo that's most concerned about climate change, that considers it to be a, quote, very serious problem, are young people aged 18 to 34. Even among that group, 50% believe it's a serious problem, which sounds high, but that's down 17 points from 3 years ago. And Joe Biden called climate change an existential threat. Donald Trump pulled us out of the Paris deal 2 times now, and apparently has not paid any real price for it.
Larry Elder, you are terrific. Always read and listen to Larry Elder. He's a fan fave.
I won't disagree. I won't
disagree, right. And your check is not in the mail. I really meant that. Larry, thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you.
good to see you. My check, rather.